If you've ever tried to cook long-term healthy meals, you know that it can be a little bit of a struggle. I think a lot of us fall into it's kind of got to be all or nothing. There's flavor or there isn't, and it makes it really difficult to continue eating and cooking healthy. Well, that's not true. We are hanging out at the beautiful home and kitchen of Chef Cynthia Anderson, and for you, Chef Cyn, eating deliciously and healthy, they're kind of one and the same.
They are. They have to be, because we want to live a long time. We want to have a vibrant life, and we want to eat less salt.
Yes.
So some people come to me and they say, you can't possibly have flavorful food without the salt. And I say, yes, you can. So that's when I created 1273 Organics No Salt Seasonings, because I wanted to prove to people that you can have healthy, flavorful meals without the salt. And you know what? If it's not going to taste good, you're not going to want to eat it. So that's what I try to tell people. It's like, you know, the doctor will give you, or your nutritionist will give you a meal plan. Sounds great, but if it doesn't have the flavor that you want, then you're not going to eat it. So that's what I would like to teach people, is how to take healthy meals and make them something that you will just want to do all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a lifestyle.
Exactly like you said. If it doesn't taste good, you don't want to eat it, and it makes it really easy to fall back into some of those old patterns and cooking habits. And you know, salt is everywhere. But one of those dishes you're going to prepare for us today. What are we cooking?
So today we're going to have salmon, brown rice, and quinoa, and spinach.
Chef Cyn seasons the salmon with oil, lemon, and a blend of her salt-free 1273 organic seasoning, portions it, and lets it marinate for about half an hour before putting it in a heated pan with butter and olive oil.
So what we're going to do, we want to start with the salmon skin face down, skin side up. That's important. That's important because with the skin on, if you start with the skin at the bottom of it, on the bottom, it will get a little sticky. And then when you turn it over, you're like, well, where's my bottom of the salmon? And it's because the pan just kind of like stuck to it.
Gotcha.
So you want to start that way.
While the salmon cooks, Chef Cyn likes to prepare her side dishes. For this dinner, it's sauteed spinach and a healthful mix of brown rice and quinoa. And if you really want to impress your friends and family, Chef Cyn has an easy trick for you.
And I'll show you a little trick. So when you, and I like to do this because it's like, you know, when you have dinner guests and you really want to show yourself, show off a little something. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the brown rice and quinoa, and you're going to put it in a bowl. And you're just going to take that, push it down. I'm just going to use my hands. They're clean. I'm going to do that, push it down, and then you're going to flip it over. And now you have a nice little rice ball.
Once your salmon is done,
and so we're going to move this around just a little bit until it's going to be nice and glazed on the bottom, as we can see.
Yes, Chef Cyn.
There you go.
That looks amazing.
And as you can see that where we cut it against the grain, that's how it's going to open up. Not only is it going to get flavorful, but we're also cooking it well as well. So it's going to get that. So then, as you can see, because the pan is hot enough, we can actually move this around. And remember, this is a non-stick pan.
That's
you're thinking about it, it's like, how do you do that? Well, this is how you do it. You kind of raise the heat up, but you start with the skin side up, and then you can kind of play with it a little bit more.
it's time for plating.
And then I take the spinach, and I put the spinach on top of the rice. And then, like I said, we have 3 people, so this will be yours.
Perfect. Thank you.
And this is how we're going to plate your dish. And if you really want to go even fancier, you can always grill some lemon and keep it, put it on the side just for garnish. You can also add some parsley on top of it. That's another kind of way to just add a little bit extra to it. Or fig glaze, that's another one that you can add on top of it. And fig is really good for you as well. So again, we're just trying to eat as healthy as we possibly can.
It is gorgeous.
And when the food looks this good, you know it's gonna taste good too.
Well, as always, CoastLife, unfortunately, you can't smell how good this dish smells. And I think, Chef Cyn, one of the things you said sort of at the beginning of all of this was that you like the meals to be vibrant.
Yes.
And this has that. It's got the color of the salmon, which is always a gorgeous color. It's got the greens from the spinach, the browns from the quinoa and the brown rice. And you know that I feel like when a dish is vibrant like that, it's usually got a lot of good stuff in it for you too.
Yes,
so
very much so.
I am so sorry that I can't share this with you, but I know that this is going to be really delicious because it has some of all of my favorite things. I'm a big salmon lover, love spinach, and I've gotten on board with quinoa. It wasn't always that way. I still don't like the way I cook it, but every time I have somebody else's cooking, I'm like, amazing.
Okay.
And there's no salt.
No salt at all.
That's crazy because it's so flavorful and there is no salt. So we're not kidding when you say that you're not gonna miss the salt in a dish like this, but we got your dinner plans covered. You're also gonna wanna know what to do for lunch because you wanna eat a healthy lunch too. We'll have that for you when we get back. Well, CoastLife, before the break, Chef Cynthia Anderson cooked us a beautiful and healthy meal. Salmon, spinach, brown rice, and quinoa, all some of my favorite things. But now, you're gonna wonder what to do with that for lunch because sometimes eating a healthy dinner, you wanna kind of keep that moving, keep it rolling, and what you can do with any leftovers. And that is where the remix comes in.
Yes. So, and that's something that I absolutely love is the remix because, as you're on this journey of healthy cooking, you want it to be easy. So I'm going to show you how you can take last night's dinner and turn it into today's lunch.
Perfect.
So we're going to take that beautiful salmon that we had, and that's why sometimes I like to get a family pack. It could be one or two people, but sometimes taking it, cutting it down, seasoning it with different things, you can turn it into different, options.
Yes.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our salmon and we're going to try some barbecue seasoning. We're going to put that on top of it.
Yum.
Or if Asian is your flavor,
Yum.
you can do that too. So I'm going to take the Asian one and I'm going to put that one here as well. So now we have Asian and we have barbecue. So it totally, whatever your flavor is, whatever you're feeling, but I just wanted to show you how easy that is. Now what we're going to do is make Mediterranean bowl.
Yum.
Very healthy. You have your legumes, you have your, vegetables, you have your spinach. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by taking some of our salad. Now this salad I love, it comes in a pack.
Perfect.
So it's easy and you can just take out as much of it as you want. And then we're going to take our spinach from our dinner.
Perfect.
And now I'm going to add my beans. So what I do with the beans is I wash them all. Washing your beans can help with elimination of a lot of the sodium because what I try to do is find beans that have low sodium, or if I'm in a good mood, I might cook them myself.
Sure.
Wash them and things. But again, we're busy people and we're trying to have a healthy lifestyle.
You don't always have time for all that.
No. So we take the black beans and then we'll do some chickpeas. And these are very flavorful and it gives you that nutty taste. And for my vegetarians, this could be exactly all that you need in your bowl. I'll put some onions in here.
Chickpeas are so good too. They're so versatile.
And you can actually roast them as well.
Yeah.
Then I'll add some tomatoes because we love flavorful food and we love color.
Yes.
Color is very important. If you like, you can add a avocado onto it. I like to make my plates always colorful.
Yes.
So I'm going to add a little bit of radish. Radishes, for me, give it a little crunch. And especially if you're going to go for a vegan option, this gives you just a little bit more flavor. Radishes have texture to them as well as just a little punch. And then I'm going to top it with some parsley.
Yum.
And which one do we want? Do we want the Asian or the barbecue?
Ooh, let's go barbecue.
Okay, so we're going to go with barbecue. So the barbecue one, we're going to put that right here on top. And now you have your Mediterranean bowl.
Stunning.
and we are ready for lunch.
That's perfect. And
Very
I
easy.
think, leftovers is sometimes such and I love that you added, either the Asian sauce or the barbecue sauce, because for me, I know that some of my struggles with leftovers is that I just ate this.
Yes.
I don't want to eat it again.
That's a good point. That's a good point. And yes, and so now you're taking something and then you're adding a little bit more to it. And it does trick your brain to say, oh, well, this is different. It's similar, but it is different. We have a nice little flavor, and it's portable. So if you're a person that packs your lunch before you go to work, you can do this, maybe separate the salmon if you want to, but it goes in the refrigerator and it lasts well and it's very portable. So there you go. And you can add whatever seasoning that, salad dressing that you might want to that. If you're a ranch person, or just put some lemon juice on top of it with some olive oil. The choice is yours.
Perfect. It's versatile, it's flexible, it's easy and cost effective. All things that we love when it comes to trying to eat healthy, but also get all the nutrients that we need in a well-balanced diet. So Chef Cynthia, if somebody is seeing this, they've fallen in love with this meal, they want to get their hands on this recipe and more, you have a cookbook available for people.
I do have a cookbook available. It's on Amazon, and it's The Art of Healthy Cooking. I really put my heart and soul into that book. Teaching people how to cook healthy food can be simple and easy. The ingredients are 5 ingredients or less in most of the recipes that I have, and it takes you through a whole journey. So not just, you could be a novice cook, or you can be someone who's really just starting out. It's a great Christmas gift for people as well, because people who are starting out and just getting a home or apartment building, maybe they just graduated from college and they're like, now I have to cook on my own. What am I going to do? It's a great gift. And so talks about things that you need in your pantry, staple things. There's even a SWOT analysis in there for those individuals that really want to take a deep dive and find out where my challenges are. Maybe it's you cook, maybe you're travel a lot for work. Let's take a look at what those are. But 5 ingredients or less is something to really look for, because then you don't have to, spend a lot of money and find ingredients that, sometimes you're just going to get a big thing of one particular item, but you're only going to use it for one dish, then you end up throwing it away. And I did a test one time. I said, let me just, at the end of the week, throwing away things, it was like, it's such a waste. So you just really want to, meal planning is absolutely important when you're trying to eat healthy. And it's, you want to do something that's going to be easy for you. And that way it's easy to do. So that's what we want to focus on.
Easy for you, easy to do, cost effective, 5 ingredients or less. Chef Cyn is speaking our language here on CoastLife, and it makes for easy dinners and then beautiful lunches the next day. So if folks do want to get their hands on that cookbook or any of your seasonings and anything else, where can they go to check all that out?
Oh, you can definitely go to my website. It's www.onechefcyn.com. I have bundle deals on there. You can get the cookbook from there, and I can autograph it and send it to you.
Perfect. Well, Chef Cynthia, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day, cooking us this beautiful meal and showing us what to do with the leftovers. Because I know for me personally, that's one of the things that I struggle with the most, is making the leftovers exciting. So thank you, of course.
Okay, thanks for having me.
Of course. We do have some more Coast Life to get to, though. More fun is headed your way after this.